Okay, so what do? I actually do a lot of different things, and that makes the job really fun and exciting, a little complicated. So clinically, I work through our House Calls program, which is a clinic that basically sees frail older people who are homebound in their homes. And I do that 3 or 4 half days a week. When I'm doing that, I am often just by myself seeing patients, but a fair amount of the time I also have students, so teaching is a big part of what I do. And I teach through the House Calls program. I run and teach in the core geriatrics rotation for our third-year medical students. That's part of their family medicine rotation, where they spend a half day a week for those 6 weeks doing house calls and learning geriatrics. I also teach the medical residents in the San Francisco General Primary Care Program, because where I see patients is mostly the Mission, the Bayview, Hunters Point, and Excelsior areas, so the catchment for San Francisco General. So this helps them get the continuum of care of their patients. The next big job I have is director of the Pathways to Discovery program, which is a scholarship and leadership program. So basically helping our trainees at all levels, and hopefully in the future from all schools, to develop into people with capabilities beyond the care of the individual patient, and maybe choose academic careers as well. But the key thing here is that we give them skills in global health, molecular medicine, health professions education, clinical and translational research, and health and society, which is sort of an umbrella that covers the social and behavioral sciences, health policy, health economics, diversity, and advocacy, among others. And it gives people skills to be leaders and to really have an impact in the world beyond their care of patients, which we hope they'll also do. My next job is as director of the Northern California Geriatrics Education Center. And this is a big project funded by the federal government, the Health Resources and Services Administration. We are the central campus, part of a consortium across Northern California. So we run programs here in San Francisco, but also help manage our partners elsewhere. And we do geriatrics education, basically, and that can be for trainees. It can also be for practicing health professionals in the community. So our focus in the next 5 years is training professionals who deal with vulnerable elders in community clinics across the Bay Area. And then we also do faculty development training, because almost no matter what field you're in, and even pediatrics really, you need to know some geriatrics to take good care of your patients. So that's a big focus. I do lots of other teaching in various medical school classes, and I won't list the whole thing. I'm also co-director of UCSF Medical Humanities, and we have programs and classes to try and scholarship to try and increase the humanities use in medicine in service of patients and teaching. I am a deputy editor for the Journal of General Internal Medicine and edit the Healing Arts section of that journal. And then I do research. My research is mostly educational research, so it's generally focused on best practices, or how best to teach innovations in teaching geriatrics and palliative care. Or my other big area of research is reflective learning, which is a skill that people can develop, which helps promote lifelong learning and really deepen one's ability to be a good and functional professional throughout your career. So we've developed some materials here that are being used now increasingly in other schools as well, and that we're piloting and assessing here at UCSF. And that's probably enough of a list.